The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
What happens when the owners of a beloved franchise just mishandles it over and over again?
I have a question for Hasbro.
Why?
Leaving fans disinterested, unsatisfied, and upset. A lot of fans would just either leave and come back when there's something actually worth watching, or a lot of fans would leave and look for what they crave elsewhere. Then there are the fans that go the extra mile. If Hasbro's not going to give them something they want in the franchise, they'll just go make it themselves, a million times better than Hasbro ever could. What's up everybody, this is the Brush Stranger here, and today we're talking about the top 10 best upcoming Transformers fan projects. This can be anything from a fan game, to fan animated series on YouTube, or even a fan movie, not that one. So let's take a look at the upcoming projects of the fans that are succeeding where Hasbro failed.
A Decepticon trick. Round 1. Fight!
This is a Transformers 2D fighting game by the Dipod on YouTube. It is very inspired by Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it just looks like so much fun. The art style is beautiful. Look at these backgrounds, at these character designs. While a lot of them are based on G1, it's just such a unique design and style of animation that honestly, I'd love to see a whole show animated like this. The backgrounds are beautifully drawn and so dynamic. You can see Armada Red Alert on the PS2 game that we played a little bit ago. Go check out my Minicon list video. And he's standing there in the background next to one of the warp gates looking for minicons. There's a level where it's based on that one G1 episode in Season 3 when Cyclonus tries committing Galvatron to psychiatric care. Even Teletron 1 is a map in this game inside the source code of the computer that the Autobots use. That's a map! It's just so unique looking and so much fun. I cannot wait to get my hands on this and play this, and I'll probably play it for the channel or stream it. I would love for there to be multiplayer, even if I'm really bad at fighting games. Also, huge brownie points, but Cosmos is in this. If you look really closely at one of Optimus Prime's moves when he summons in all the Autobots, yeah, Cosmos is on the tail end of that. You know, Dipod, I'd love to see him as a playable character. And if you need someone to voice, I'd love to see Cosmos as a playable character in this. I feel like with his UFO mode and like tractor beams or like an alien ray gun like Marvin the Martian, I feel like it could be like such a cool, unique character. This project, however, its release date is yet to be announced. Guess we'll just have to keep waiting. This one doesn't even need an introduction. This is Johnny Flash's Nemesis Prime series, an in-game machinima-based series that is now taken to Blender to finish off the story because it was just so ambitious that you couldn't possibly just do it in an in-game private lobby. This has raised over, I believe, $12,000 on Indiegogo. This project has been a long time coming. Johnny Flash losing his stable income and job is the best thing that ever happened to Transformers. Anyways, hope you're okay, Johnny. If you're not already caught up with the lore, you need to watch Johnny Flash's Nemesis Prime series. It starts out as like a gag or a joke, but then just gets so serious and actually has like a lore and a story. This is peak cinema. I'll leave the Indiegogo page in the description below. I just want to do everything I can to help this movie. This is Transformers Crossfire. Now, just by looking at it, you wouldn't be able to tell that this was made on the Roblox engine unless I told you. Transformers Crossfire isn't made on the traditional Unity or Unreal Engine, and a lot of people just call it the spiritual successor to Transformers the game on the PS2, if they just added multiplayer, like Revenge of the Fallen's game did. The team are constantly hard at work, making new changes to the game and adding new characters like Skyflare. Who the hell is Skyflare? but they have been adding a multitude of maps and characters from the beloved Bay films. Bayverse isn't really my thing, but I really do appreciate the attention to detail, and these designs look awesome. And to be honest, other than Warehouse's servers, this is the closest thing we're getting to an actual Transformers multiplayer game, at least for a while, especially with Reactivate cancelled. The dev team is always taking suggestions from the community, so in case some Crossfire devs are watching this, I have a few of my own. Number 1. I would love if you guys would add low poly DS skins to the game. So Transformers Decepticons for DS was me and a lot of people's childhood. Those iconic low res DS models just resonate with me so much. It would be so nostalgic being able to play as these characters. You could add all the sound effects from the DS games and it would just be very cool. As well, I'd love to see maps from the DS game. I think it would be so cool just seeing the Las Vegas casino strip. That would be awesome. Fighting around that giant cube fountain that I could have sworn was the Allspark as a kid. Next, I'd also like to see a proper leveling system and prestige system. You could go from Commander to Magnus to Prime to Primus rank, and every 25 or 50 levels you can prestige. Next, I'd love to see a domination game mode or capture a flag where essentially there's just 3 nodes on the map, A, B, and C. You have to capture them as the points go up. TDM is nice, but I think we just need another game mode. Now, the thing is, the way you should do this is just have the game mode on a rotation, maybe like every 5 games of TDM you get a game or 2 of domination, in order for the playlist not to be completely dead. I just need a little bit more variety. And the new Egypt map would be perfect considering it's as big as a Battlefield map. And last but not least, I would love to see Cosmos in the game, considering the fact he has a Bayverse design in the comics. I would just love to see it, and I would be grinding all day just to unlock him and all his skin. It's on Roblox, it's free. Transformers Rise of Unicron, and no, not the stupid AI-generated Shia LaBeouf and Mark Wahlberg and Megan Fox coming back for another movie. If you don't know, that whole rumor was fake. But I'm actually talking about the real Rise of Unicron, which is a fan film that is really hard to search for now. Essentially what it is a group of people have been working for a couple of years in order to enact Michael Bay's grand vision. What if we got that Unicron film? What if we got the ending to the Bayverse that so many crave? I'm honestly not super enthusiastic about it, but I know there is a lot of people who grew up on Bayverse who felt like they were cheated out of this big Unicron movie, and honestly, I get it. But this movie feels like it's there to give those types of people closure who just really wanted to see the Bayverse one last time. And honestly, it doesn't look half bad, especially because they're filming it in live action, adding CGI models on top of it, like how Michael Bay did, and I can't imagine that's easy at all. Some of the shots in this movie look really good. I've had a few people ask me about it, and honestly, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. But seriously, I am tired of seeing the Transformers AI-generated slop on my homepage. This one's a bit of a weird one, but I really want to just talk about this. The Knight's Realm on YouTube has a series where he rewrites every single Bay film, and he's at the point now where he's just basically making his own movies based off of his own rewrites. Now, does he have a multi-bajillion dollar budget where he just has a bunch of CGI models and he's filming in live action? No, they're more so just kind of like audiobooks, or at least that's kind of how I have them. I love the visuals, but sometimes I'll be grinding Warframe and I just like having them on. There is 9+ hours of content, and he does some amazing voice impressions. Next time I do a comic dub, I'm really considering getting him to play some characters, honestly. I don't know if he'd ever, be open to that, but I just love his content so much. It is so good. He really has a core understanding of all these characters, and he really understands, like, in the Bayverse, what they were trying to do, except he actually makes it work. It just feels so interconnected and interwoven. There's fan service, yes, but it's not overwhelming to the point where you're just like, alright, this is just a crappy fan fiction. It's so well done, and the best praise I can give him is this. Paramount, Hasbro, give this man the keys to the kingdom. Just tell him, alright, next free live action movies, you pick the director, you pick the team, you just plan out the story and you write the script of the next free live action movies, and however you say it'll go, it'll go. And I know that's a lot of responsibility because you have to take into account a budget and actors and whatnot to just make a Transformers movie. I know it would be superb. This is just what I want from Transformers, essentially. Whenever I go to a movie theater and watch a new Transformers live action movie, that is what he does, is just what I want in a movie. Great characters, great story that's interwoven, unlike Paramount's sad attempt at making a Transformers cinematic universe. Whenever they try, it's like, and just having them so disconnected from one another, like Bumblebee and Rise of the Bees, they just don't feel connected at all. Every single movie feels like afterthought. But this one, he has 9 hours of content, and they all flow seamlessly, and he's wrapping it up now with Wrath of Unicron, but as of the time of me recording this, he is still not done that movie. It is so good. Trust me. Anyways, yeah, I really hope you just get to make your own Transformers movie someday. Next we got Lilified. Lilified just uploaded to their channel Transformers The Decepticons Episode 1 Enter the Decepticons Part 1. I'm just gonna call off the Decepticons. But essentially, it is a gender-bent AU of Transformers, and it focuses mostly on the Decepticons. It's got this mostly 90s anime type vibe to it, or at least that's kind of the vibe I get. Even though it's just an animatic, I just love the designs, the voice acting's really good, and the backgrounds and environment and lore is just so on point. I just want to know more about what really makes this universe different other than just the gender-bent versions of the characters. They also do a lot of art on Instagram, and you should definitely go check that out as well. Transformers Cybertron Falls Till All Are One. This is a series of movies that are being made by the name brand company, and it is their own original Transformers story. A lot of their designs kind of borrow from the Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron games, and they've had some pretty big successes considering the fact, you know, they've made quite a few both short and long films, and they're finally wrapping up the series with Unicron. And I gotta say, the CGI on Unicron looks awesome. It looks so effing cool, and the fact that they recreate that one shot from '86 with their Unicron design, it just looks so high quality. It's so good. I just couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. I'm pretty excited, you know. I watched the other movies to get caught up for this one, and this seems like this is gonna be pretty hype when it comes out. Transformers Mercy is a Transformers Prime fan game. What happened after Predacons Rising? You get to play as Predaking, and it is made by Emperor Kumquat on YouTube. It's kind of like those Goosebumps choose your own story adventure games you used to read as a kid, except in YouTube video format. Cross the bridge, don't cross the bridge, you cross the bridge, go to page 52 and the bridge collapsed. Don't cross the bridge and you find untold riches and you go home safely. And it is the passion project of so many talented voice actors and artists, and I'm very excited to play it when it finally comes out. Not only should you go check it out, they also need more artists and voice actors, so you could potentially voice a character or even be an artist for Transformers Mercy, which is very exciting. So go check out Emperor Kumquat's YouTube channel, and check out Transformers Mercy. Transformers 99 is such a unique project. It is a show being made by the Top Hatted T-Rex, and oh my god, dude, it looks so good. I've never seen a Transformers show anything close to this, and I wish I had. I wish this is something I grew up with. Just the look of it, it's very, very Tron-esque and very just 90s anime, but it's 3D, and it just, I don't know, I can't stop saying how unique this show looks. It really stands out from anything else in the franchise, fan-made or official. Honestly, Hasbro, hire this man. I joined the Discord and met the creator. He is such a nice guy, and I got to see some little behind the scenes stuff. Man, this show just blew me away. I am so excited for this. This is what I wish Hasbro would do. Just take a chance, make something that looks different, something that looks like this. You can go check out the Top Hatted T-Rex on YouTube. You can go check out his Discord as well. I'm in there, and you can get to talk to the creator, and sometimes he's just streaming him working on the show, and man, it's great. I'm going to take this opportunity to announce my own fan project. That's right, me and Link of Legends, secretly in the background, on and off for a few months now, have been working on Friday Night Cybertron, a mod for Monday Night Combat. Monday Night Combat is a Team Fortress type game, but it has a PvE mode which we have been focusing on heavily. Essentially, there are robots coming in from either side of the arena, and you have to protect your core. If they get to the core and blow it up, you lose. But you have all these different types of heroes, which is where the Transformers aspect comes in. You can build turrets and upgrade them in order to defend your position, and try out different strategies per character. And it's multiplayer. So, what have we done? We have replaced 7 characters in the game with Transformers from War for Cybertron. This is our pseudo-prequel to the Cybertron games by High Moon Studios. We got characters like Brawl, RC, Soundwave, Megatron, Ironhide, and Air Raid as playable characters, as well as Slipstream, who, yeah, the less we talk about her, the better. Not only are we changing out all the characters, we're also changing out all the weapons for their War for Cybertron counterparts. This has been a lot of me and Link learning, and then Link reteaching it to me because I'm stupid, and we've been working night after night trying to figure out how to get Friday Night Cybertron a reality. And we've made great strides so far, and before summer, we are going to have this mod in your hands. This is, to our knowledge, the first ever time someone has modded Monday Night Combat. Now, I know this seems like a really weird project, a game that probably no one other than maybe 2 people have ever heard of, and we're deciding to turn it into a Cybertron game? The game is around $5 on Steam if you want to get it once the mod actually comes out. It's a really fun game, and it's just, I don't know, a really weird passion project of mine. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the combat arena. Good night, and make sure to check out everybody in the description.